Alrighty guys, welcome to a new series that we are doing every single Friday where we go live and we talk about pretty much really crazy news articles and pretty much kind of everything going on with the markets here. We're going to be talking about stocks, we're going to be talking about companies, we're going to be talking about pretty much the CPI report. So, I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. This is just a fun series that I want to do so people can kind of get a general idea of what's going on, with some top stories with news and stocks and money, because every time we go on like CNBC or, Google News or Yahoo Finance, there is so many news articles that you will come across. Some will be good, some will be bad, and honestly, some are like, I don't know. So we're going to be kind of talking about that. Like I said, I do have the chat up. So if you guys want to ask any questions, feel free to ask. But let's jump into this here. So the first thing that I want to talk about here today is going to be Costco. Costco, for those of you that don't know, Costco is increasing their price of their memberships, which this is what caused this huge move here, where it went from about $850 all the way up to almost $900 a share. Now, one of the things here with Costco is this is going to be more revenue. This is going to be a lot of great things. And then what we also saw was this here, where Costco actually had a really nice price target raise, which is always good. So we had a price target increase from $850 to $925, and this is a huge and very bullish thing for the company, because if you're a retail investor, this is going to cause a lot of people to possibly buy this stock and a whole bunch of really good things for it. So I'm very excited for Costco here. The second thing that I want to talk about here today is gonna be Apple, AAPL. Now, Apple, for those of you that don't know, Apple's been on a pretty much non-stop bender, going from 200 to 233 in the matter of about a month and a half, which is awesome. One of the reasons I love Apple here is because Apple is it's in so many different ETFs. It's one of the most valuable companies in the entire world, and what they just announced is this here. Let's see if we can. Apple's Vision Pro struggles to find. It's pretty much what this is, for those of you that don't know, is Apple is now going to be pausing their Vision Pro. You guys remember that $3,500, pretty much the Quest Oculus VR headset. Apple is pausing, working on that. Pretty much why. It's a hefty price tag, $3,500 for that. A lot of people were thinking that this is going to be a new thing that Apple's going to have, and slowly they're going to make it cheaper. But the thing is Apple was most likely looking at it like the approach of like a phone. Back in the day, phones were so expensive, especially touchscreen phones. And so they probably thought, okay, if we can make this just, a little more expensive, we can use the profits to make a cheaper product, but that's not happening. So, that's interesting that they're cutting it. Apple, I really think lately has been on just this bender of buying pressure because of AI. Apple announced Apple Intelligence, I believe is what it's called, for their upcoming iPhone, which is interesting. I think this could be a huge competitor with some other sites like or some other companies like Nvidia, like Microsoft, and those two companies or three are normally the three most valuable companies in the entire world here. I'm just making sure we don't have any issues. All right, yeah, we are good to go. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. So I do want to show you guys here this thing as well. For those of you that don't know, Tesla this past week here has seen some decent growth, right? You guys can see, looking at this stock here, going from 180 to 271 in the matter of a couple of days. In the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, we had that move, which is an astonishing return, right? That's a 38% return in under a month, which is crazy. Now, today we did get, or this past week, we did get some sell-off here. One of the reasons we got some sell-off, let's see if they'll show it here, is one of the things here, let's see. Well, pretty much what it is here is they did get downgraded, which caused some volatility, and they did have some delays with Tesla Robotaxi, their taxi service. There's a whole, right here. Right here. Let's see if we can get it up. So Tesla's Robotaxi won't be ready for scale until 2030. So after Tesla announced that there's a huge delay with this caused Tesla stock to just get annihilated, which does make sense. And the reason why is because when you invest into Tesla, you're investing into Elon. He promises so much and he kind of delivers, right? And, when they say it's going to get delayed for years now, 6 years, that's not a good thing. And this is going to cause a lot of people that wanted to invest to possibly sit on the sidelines and stuff like that. So, that's another thing here going on with Tesla. One other thing here is this past week, we did get the CPI report. The CPI report is pretty much the inflation report. Now, looking at this, it says inflation falls 0.1% in June from prior month, helping case for lower rates. So this could be a bullish thing for the general stock market, for the economy. This could help, if you're looking to possibly buy a home or buy a car in the next couple of weeks, maybe next couple of months, really. This could cause the Fed to lower rates, which is awesome. We kind of got this announcement a little bit, the other day when they came out, or when the Fed came out and pretty much said that increasing rates won't do anything, and it's not good to, not good to increase rates or even keep them at where they're at now. So this is great. I'm excited to see this, because I want to buy a new house, and so I don't want to pay the 7% interest rate. So that is awesome. I love seeing that. I love seeing that a lot. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Another thing that we saw here, let's go ahead and look at this. On the reverse side, we also saw JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon warn inflation. Wait, let's go ahead and make it a little better for you guys. So, whoa, bam. All right, so another thing that we saw here was JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon warns inflation and interest rates may stay higher. So for those of you that don't know who this is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He came out and pretty much said that there has been some progress bringing inflation down, but there are still multiple forces in front of us, infrastructure needs, restructuring of the trade, and demilitarization. So there's just a lot of volatility here. His comments came after this week's data showed the monthly inflation rate dipped in June. So he's just saying, hey, hold on, before you guys say we're going to get these low rates again, hold off on that, because maybe we could still see some volatility with that. So that's something to take note of. And another thing here is, I believe with their stock, I think it's JPM, I think they announced earnings this past week, and they actually did relatively decent here. Looking at this here, actually kind of a flat week here this past week, but I know they announced earnings and they did beat some expectations, which is always good. But I was hoping to be able to see, so they announced earnings here, so it actually does look like they got some sell-off on their earnings announcement. I was under the impression that they beat it, but right here, JP Morgan, right here, upbeat earnings. See, JP Morgan post upbeat earnings. I thought they did beat it, better than expected quarterly. But yeah, so that's the thing about investing, and the thing about trading and all that stuff is never hold during earnings. It's a very risky time to hold positions. And another thing that we saw this past week here is, for the first time in a while, actually, we saw a bunch of where is it? I'm trying to find it for you guys. But anyways, what we saw was, for the first time in a while, Tesla SpaceX had some issues causing it to come back down after their flight, which is always crazy to see. But yeah, those were all the major news articles here that I did want to cover this week. We're going to continue to do this, I think, every week. And I do have a new YouTube channel that's going to be strictly devoted for YouTube. So check that out. But guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And we'll see you guys next week when we do this again. Take care. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a good one.